Hail, welcome back to Fire and Water Travel Services. I am Darren, and today I'm going to show you around Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady. We recently did a cruise out of Athens, Greece, to Croatia and Montenegro and some other places. But I really wanted to show you this ship and what to expect, all except the food. We have a separate video coming out about the food, but I'll be right back and show you the Resilient Lady. Hey, welcome to Fire and Water Travel Services. We specialize in affordable luxury and culinary adventures with all types of travel, including cruises, all-inclusives, and any type of travel that you're looking for. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and make sure you like and subscribe and share this channel. All right, first of all, I want to say this was our first Virgin Voyages cruise, so we were really anticipating this, and we had a great time. One of the things I liked is when we got to the port, we got pretty early because our flight was early, but they had these motor coaches ready to take you downtown to the port area so you could actually walk around, spend some time downtown, get a coffee, look around before you came back and got ready to board the ship. We got back about 1 o'clock, which was our time to check in. We had already dropped our bags when we got there from the airport. Someone just writes your cabin number on them, puts a tag on them, and throws them on. And then you come here when you get back and you check in. Someone gives you a boarding group number. You tell them, what time you're supposed to be there, and they give you a boarding group number. Then someone comes around with an iPad, checks in, gives you all your stuff, and then gives you your wristbands, which are your room keys, and everything else gets charged to that from now on. Once your group is called, you walk right through security and walk right on the ship. It was probably the easiest embarkation process I've ever gone through. Once we got on the ship, it was pretty easy. There was no delays, no big long lines, no huge security check. Once we got on the ship, we went up to the galley, which is their food court, and you had to have a little bit of lunch. Once we did that, we just walked around the outside of the ship, checked out the port area, looked around to the mountains of Athens and all that. It was a pretty cool port. There's a lot of different ferries that go out to the different Greek islands and stuff, so there was a lot of stuff going on. We walked around and did our little scan of the ship as well. There was an NCL ship right across from us at the same time. They were in port as well, which was cool to see. But like I said, we just kind of did our own little tour, looking around outside, looking at some of the parts of the ship. Once we headed down to our room, I want to say the elevators on this ship were awesome. We never had to wait, and they were just regular elevators. One of the things I liked the most is they had these LCD screens on the back wall that would change all the time, and when you were in port, it would have all the port information, when you're supposed to be back on ship, and emergency phone numbers and all that, which is really cool. So this was our room, and as you can tell, there's no key slot or anything like that. You just hold your wristband up to that little area, and it opens up, and you go right inside. This was our sea terrace, which is a balcony, and I was going to say that it's not the biggest room in the world, but it had plenty of room for us. The bathroom was probably the smallest part. The shower was okay because it did have a glass door, but it was pretty tight for me being a bigger guy, but we made do with it. Had no issues whatsoever. The storage was great. We had plenty of storage. The balcony, it's not huge, but everything was plenty of room for us to sit out there with a couple chairs, and that hammock my wife really loved. She spent a lot of time in that hammock, believe it or not. Even fell asleep in it one day when she was reading when we came back from one of our tours. So she really loved it. But like I said, a lot of space overall, plenty of storage and all that. It does have outlets on each side of the bed, so if you have a CPAP, you don't have to worry about an extension cord, but plenty of power outlets. They do give you water and ice in your room every day, and if you ever want more, you just ask for it, either sparkling or regular. But like I said, plenty of space and stuff to places to put stuff. They give you the daily newspaper as well, what's going on the ship. But they also gave you these reminders about port time and ship time, because we had different times. The iPad controls everything in the room, including mood lighting and your electronic curtains and all that. The overall design of the ship was great, super modern, really sleek looking, really loved it. Lots of cool little fun areas. The pizza place was actually really good. I'm going to do a separate video on the food alone, but they have a cool little ice cream stand. This was the roundabout, which is kind of their atrium area. A lot of things happen there. A lot of their bars are themed bars. This was their beer only bar. Of course, a lot of music themed places on the ship. This was their karaoke room. But now, after our tour, guys, we went to the sail away party, and it was pretty cool.
Onboard and here to show you all a whole lot of love. Now you may have noticed that we do things a little bit different here at Virgin, and you would be right. So I have the pleasure of introducing you all to these gorgeous individuals. This is your Happenings cast! They are here to make your voyage an unforgettable one. Now, I have a question. Who is here to relax? Okay. But who's here to party? Well, Katrina and Balancing will get you into ship. Sailors, the time has come. Lift your glass to the friends you're about to discover. Raise your glass to the adventures you are yet to uncover. May your voyage be filled with excitement and fun, and may your virgin voyage be the forgettable one. And of course, I cannot forget our party celebrities, our movers, our shakers, and here to show you their moves. Make some noise for our influencers!
This is the actual first sail away party where I got free champagne. It was great. There was a lot of different aged people. I just wanted to show you this next video. So that's it, guys. Just a diverse age groups. There was some older people in their 70s and younger people as well. So very diverse. After that, we went down to our room just to relax a little bit before we headed out for some entertainment and dinner. The entertainment on the ship is a little risque. It's a little adult themed, so just be aware. There's a lot of cursing and adult themed stuff going on.
So be sure to move out of the way when you see them, and remember to look, don't touch, and we'll do the same for you. We love when sailors take photos of our stunning looks and goddesses during the show, so please be sure to turn your flash on. Love is heavenly, baby,
Alright guys, like I said, a lot of adult themed entertainment, including things like this, bingo with the diva, which is a drag queen, of course. A lot of PG-13, NC-17, bordering on R, but nothing really X-rated, just fun adult.
What are you looking for?
Yes, I'm in search for a nice six-pack.
Ooh, wait. Yes.
Anybody in the audience want to maybe let me take a peek of their shirt of the six-pack? Anybody got one?
Yes,
Go ahead,
preferably
lift them
someone
up.
single.
Okay, I think we got somebody. Andre, in the meantime, you explain game number 2.
Yes, all right, so game number 2, sailors, is going to be the six-pack the hard way. And we are going to be playing on that orange card, sailors. What are we playing on? There we go, sailors. So we are looking
One
for...
over here. We got a six-pack.
Stand up, sir, stand up.
Make some noise!
They also had a couple of cool comedic magicians. These guys, Griffin and Jones, are one of them. Nothing really too vulgar with them. They just mind trick type guy. Again, a little bit of adult humor, but nothing too bad for him as well. It was funny and easy to watch, nothing too out of this world. We did go to the Manor. They had 2 entertainment complexes. One was called the Red Room, and this is called the Manor, which was turned into a disco at night, but they did shows in here as well. This one was called Lola's Library, so of course my wife Lola liked that, but very risque, very sexually oriented. So if you don't like that type of entertainment, guys, you can very easily not watch it. And of course they had another drag queen show that was about 90 minutes. But like I said, guys, these type of shows, if they're not your cup of tea, just avoid them. You don't need to see them. That's all you gotta do.
And all my abilities, there's so much more to me. I think it's time to make them just understand. I've got it well in hand, and oh, how much I planned. I'm spreading love.
Yes, they did have some standalone entertainers as well, some bands around the ship, and also this lady here that was really good.
So many things that I wanted to say, told emotions so then I'm floating away. And in the morning when I wake up, I swear you are the first thing that I'm thinking of. I feel it in my body, know it in my mouth. I'm gonna love you for a long time. I'm gonna love you for a long time. I've been building my castle of love just for two, though you never knew you were my reason. I'm so much too far for you now.
They did have a casino, guys, but from my perspective, I thought it was pretty small for this type of venue. Since it's adults only, you would have thought the casino would have been very large, but it was only a very small part of the ship, and it was non-smoking. The major part of the casino was non-smoking. They did have a smoking area, a smoking room that had some slot machines in it, so I guess if you wanted to gamble and smoke, you could go in there and play some of those slot machines. But there were some people in there who would just go in here and smoke anyway. They did have some areas on the ship. This one was called the Social Club that they did the trivia in. They also had board games you could get and play board games. There was also a free arcade right off of it that had all these classic video games like Donkey Kong, Defender, and Pac-Man and all that, and you didn't have to pay for them. There was other things to do on the ship. This was one where they had this big thing you could color. My wife did that. You cut your own piece off and take it home with you. They had the big chest thing. This was not working the whole time. It's a big net, cargo net you could sit on and be above all the other decks. They had a basketball / dodgeball area here. They did have dodgeball tournaments.
Ooh, remember, if you got hit, you're going to stand behind the black line. Remember, be honest.
Ooh, that was a really fast ball. Baseball out there. Alright, go ahead, dodge those balls. No, it's not just yet.
The violence, the humanity.
Besides that, guys, they had plenty of fitness classes going on all the time. You just needed to sign up for them. And those were free. Lots of different types of classes. They also had things you can actually pay for that were a little upcharged to do different types of stuff. A lot of them include drinking. So they had like different kinds of, this was a coffee and whiskey type thing. They had a whiskey tasting one time. Different kinds of drinking stuff. You just added a little bit extra to it. So walking around the ship, just kind of showing you some of these areas. It was very sleek, very new, very ultra modern. Nothing was really crowded with the whole time. This was also a later ship. I think a lot of people stayed up late, partying and doing other things. And so they slept in late. Nobody was really up early. So I got a chance to walk around a lot of times in the morning with hardly anybody out there. But as you can tell, very sleek, very clean. Everything was very new and modern looking as far as that goes. Plenty of shops, a lot of higher end products in the shops to buy, stuff. So if you're looking to shop and get duty-free stuff, there's a lot of different options on there. They also had a tattoo parlor and a barber shop and all that kind of stuff as well. They had a duty-free liquor, but it really didn't have a whole lot of selection. We did pop in there just to see, but they had more other products like high-end handbags and watches and stuff like that. I did get to tour Richard's rooftop, which is the private suite only, rock stars and mega rock star suites only area, which was a pretty cool area on the front of the ship. It had its own bar and food and all that kind of stuff that only suite guests could get in. You had to have your you had to scan your wristband to get into it. But if you were in a rock star suite, or a mega rock star suite, it's definitely a cool area to hang out. Lots of loungers, lots of hot tubs, and like I said, it had its own bar, had its own food and stuff available there as well. So definitely, if you're in a rock star suite, you'll be able to get into Richard's rooftop private area and have plenty of places to sit, plenty of things to not have to worry about the rest of the crowd on the ship. So going back to the other parts of the ship as well, we walked around just showing you the pool area is about the only thing I was disappointed in. It's a very small pool. They have lots of loungers, but they always seem pretty full on sea days. So this was a big hot tub area, and there was always people hanging out in this during the sea days as well. This was a early morning on a day where we're in port, so you didn't see a lot of people, but this is what it normally looked like on a sea day. It had plenty of people sitting around everywhere. It was very hard to find a lounger anywhere near those areas, but you could always find one elsewhere and in different areas. So they did have loungers all over the ship. Just if you wanted one by the pool and stuff, it was hard to find. Different cool little areas around the ship like this as well. But on the aft of the ship, they have two places. One's called the dock house and one is called the dock. This is the dock, and it's the outside area, has its own bar, bunch of different loungers, seating areas, has its own food as well. We'll get into that on the food video, but lots of places to lay down. They had these big beds and all that. Pretty cool place. All the bars on the ship have their own little specialty cocktails. Also wanted to say that the dock house is where they have karaoke and all that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, all the places had their own little specialty cocktails as well, and all of them were pretty good. I think the drinks on the ship were awesome. All right, guys, I want to talk to you about the Splash of Romance package we bought. It does include a shake for champagne, which is you pull up the app, shake it, and they'll deliver champagne to you anywhere you are on the ship. We did this one night, literally shook the app, and they brought us a bottle of champagne right where we were. It took about 15 minutes. Showed up, opened it for us and all that, and there we are. But the Splash of Romance package includes so much more. It includes these little treats, it includes priority embarkation, which was really good for us, but it also includes 3 hours in the thermal spa, which includes steam room, mud room, sauna, these heated areas that you can lay on that's marble, cold plunge pool, a hot tub, and a regular relaxing pool. But you get 3 hours in the thermal spa with the Splash of Romance package. It's well worth it. All right, guys, we're going to finish it up with the Scarlet Night, which is Virgin Voyages' rendition of a elegant night, which is just really a big party. They have everybody who dresses up in red, and they have a couple different activities and shows around the ship, culminating into a big party by the pool deck.
Welcome to the roundabout, and welcome to this very, very extra special Virgin Voyage Scarlet Night wedding! I am your wedding officiant here on board the glamorous resilient lady. I am Adriatic, and it's time to meet our lovely couple. Starting with our beautiful bride over here. Hello, darling. What is your name? Bree. Everyone say hey, Bree. And Bree, now I have to ask you a question. No, this is going to be a really good question here. What is your favorite color?
Where'd you go to dinner tonight?
She said red. Crab, what do we think? Yeah, she's ready for the wedding tonight. She sure is. All right. And
Well, that's it, guys. We had an awesome time on the Resilient Lady. The ship was amazing. The food was outstanding. The entertainment, a little risque, but you can avoid it if you want to. But the ports we went to were awesome. Highly recommend, adults only here on Virgin Voyages. The debarkation, just like embarkation, was super fast. We got off really, really quick. And we really enjoyed the whole process, the whole cruise. Everything was fantastic, and it was great to not have any kids. But thanks for watching. Make sure you watch the other videos on the food and the ports that we went to, but especially the food. The food on here was absolutely outstanding. So thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Check out fireandwatertravel.com. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the next Fire and Water travel video.